welcome back to my channel. This is the Hood Bruja. So today I'm going to be doing a reading on August Alsina and Jada Pinkett-Smith and see what was going on within their relationship. August have done an interview not too long ago speaking about the relationship and how it affected him and different things like that, as well as Jada supposedly supposed to be coming to the red table to speak her truth about it after August came out to spoke his truth. So just a lot of chaos, just a lot of drama. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this reading to see what is the tea, what's going on with these two, what was the true tea about the relationship. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. So we're going to go ahead and start off with August. Let's see how August is feeling about Jada. What is August Alsina energy towards Jada Pinkett-Smith? Give me, what is August Alsina energy towards Jada Pinkett-Smith? The fact that he still has love for her, he still loves her. He's trying to move on. He's trying to heal from this relationship. He is trying to move past the pain that this relationship has caused him. He don't wish her any ill feelings. He don't wish her anything bad to her. He still loves her. He just felt as though, like, even though he wanted to be with her, she would have never left Will Smith. And I'm seeing where he came to that realization that Will Smith will always be in the picture with Jada. And I'm also feeling as though he really wanted, like, he was led. I am seeing where he feels as though he was led to believe that him and Jada would have been more than what it really was. I am seeing where there may have been conversations from, actually there were conversations from Jada and him speaking about being together. I am seeing where he wanted to actually get her pregnant 3 years ago. He really wanted to get her pregnant and be a family with her. I am seeing where he wanted to take the relationship to the next step, like he really wanted to marry her at one point in time. I am seeing that. And it's like Will Smith was in the picture and he saw these problems, like he always, it's like I'm seeing where he came to Jada feeling some type of way about Will still being in the picture. Like, it's like Jada was telling him one thing and it was another thing. Like, she was telling him one story and it was completely opposite from what she was telling him. It's like he was led to believe one thing and it really wasn't what he was led to believe. He felt as though Jada was telling him that they're going to be together and it was going to be more than what it really was. But but it really wasn't. Like, right now what he's trying to do is move on from the relationship. He's trying to heal. He's still healing. He's still going through emotionally. He's still going through a lot with this relationship, like trying to heal from this relationship. And he is definitely trying to move on from it and get the strength to overcome these issues from this relationship, because I am seeing where Jada actually came to him during his darkest time and she was the light to his darkness, and that really what made him attached to her emotionally, because she was there for him during a dark point in his life where I am seeing where he was in the depression. He had suicidal thoughts. He almost took his life at one point, or he was considering just giving up. Like, he was really at a low point in his life, and Jada was the light to his darkness, and that's why he really loved her so much. And as well, he don't wish her harm. He don't wish her any bad or anything. Like, I am still seeing where he does still want to be with her, but he's accepted the fact that he can never be with her, even though he wants to still be with her. Like, even though he's physically trying to move on, he's emotionally still wanting to be with her. He still has some hope, hoping that they will be more than what it really was. He still wants to really connect with her on that level of being married to her, having kids with her. He really wants to still do these things with her, but he accepted the fact that she's married and she's not going to leave Will Smith, and he just have no choice but to move on from this relationship, no matter how much he still loves her. Even though I'm seeing they really got into it at one point, I'm seeing where at one point him and Jada got into it at one point, and it's like he confronted her about being with Will. It's like from what I'm seeing is that he was led to believe one thing, and it really was opposite from what he was led to believe. It's like he confronted her like, yo, you still with this man? You still with Will? Like, he has respect for Will, but it's like he was led by Jada to believe that she wasn't with Will at all. And when he saw those two together, it really made him feel some type of way. Like, I'm seeing where he used to blow up her phone. It was like just talking to her like, yo, you still with him? Like, you told me otherwise. She was led to believe completely different than what he was, than what he was told by Jada. Yeah, this relationship between them was very toxic. Like, very toxic. It was very emotional for him. It had a lot of problems, a lot of conflict, and Will being in the middle of it. Like, he was like, this is not gonna work out. You still living with this guy. You still with this man. Like, he really wanted to be with Jada, but it was always those doubts in him, like, nah, she's not leaving this man. Even though he was led to believe she was, he saw otherwise. He was so in love with her to the point where he ignored the signs around him that she was still with Will. He chose to ignore those signs that she was still with Will Smith. He chose to ignore the signs because he was so blinded by being in love with her. And the fact that he still is in love with her to this day. He still wants to be with her till this day. Even though he's physically trying to move on, he's still emotionally attached to Jada. She was the light to his darkness. Like, she really came in during a dark period in his life. Like, this man was really about to give up on his life, because I am seeing where he really wanted to commit suicide at one point in time. Like, he was really at that dark point in his life where he wanted to give up on everything. And she came to him in his darkest moments being a light, and that's why he is so attached to her. That's why he loves her so much. It's like they have a connection where we don't understand it, but they understand it. The fact that these two, it's crazy, but it looks like these two are meant to be together, but they won't be together. It's like you right person, wrong time type of energy here. Yeah, he wanted to get Jada pregnant 3 years ago. He wanted to really be a family with her, and she was very, like, he really still loves her. He doesn't wish anything bad towards her. He still wish her well. Even though they had their relationship, I am seeing where he still sees her as someone he can still call a friend, even though they're not on speaking terms. I'm still seeing where he can still. He felt like she was very nurturing towards him. She was very dependable. He could depend on her. She was very, like, she helped him through a lot. Like, it's like she wanted to help him through everything. Even though they were having this relationship, she was very supportive of this man. She provided him with stability, emotional stability, and brought some balance to him emotionally and mentally. So when this relationship went chaotic, like it went through this chaos, it really hurt him. Like, he really lost himself during this relationship. That's the reason why why we also didn't see him a lot, is because he went in a hiatus, because this relationship did broke him at one point in time. This relationship really did he was in a deep depression after this relationship, because he felt lost without Jada in his life. That was someone he really loved. She was really his light. to his darkness, and losing that light really made him spiral out of control. I'm seeing where he also wanted to gain her attention through, didn't he make a song not too long ago about her before this interview? And that's when he fully, like, he came out about their relationship, like, publicly speaking. He didn't want to keep her a secret at all. He wanted this relationship to be out there. He wanted people to know he was with Jada. She wanted to keep it on the low, but he did not. So they always they used to butt heads about about this situation. About he wanted to have it out there. She didn't, because for one, she did lied to him about what their relationship dynamic was. Like, even though she loved this man, because I do see where she do love him and he loved her, the love is very equal here. It's very deep. Their love for each other is very deep, and the fact to this day they still do love each other. I am seeing that, and it's the fact that these two wasn't on the same page at all when it came to the relationship. Like, he was led on. I am seeing where he was led to believe otherwise of the relationship, even though it wasn't what it was. Like, basically, he was her side nigga. Yeah, they used to butt heads a lot. Like, it's like their last conversation they had, they were butting heads. The words was said, emotions was all over the place. These two butt heads the last time they spoke, and the conversation ended on bad terms. Even though they still have love for each other, I'm seeing the last time these two spoke, things wasn't on. They didn't end things on good terms. It really ended on a bad note. But he still has love for her. He's physically still trying to move on from Jada, but he's still emotionally attached to Jada. So let's see how do Jada feel towards August? How do Jada Smith feel towards August? So give me 4 cards. If you guys hear background noise, please ignore. I am in my bedroom. I'm not in my normal room where I usually record. So if you hear background noise, that's why. I'm seeing where Jada really didn't want to speak about this relationship with August. Like, she really wanted to keep this on the low. I am seeing where she is regretting the situation. It's like she feels as though he misinterpreted everything that was said, like when they had conversations. She feels as though she wished she'd done things differently where there wasn't a misunderstanding. And I'm seeing where she's learning from that situation. I'm also seeing where she did try to help him. I'm seeing where she's like, I really wanted to help him and I really wanted to be there for him. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing where she really wanted to have sex as well. It's like she wanted to have sex with August. It's like it started off as flirting and touching, and then it led to that situation, and she really do care about him. It's like I honestly feel as though Jada made the first move towards August. She made the first move. I'm seeing she made the first move, and it led to what the relationship was. She wanted to help him. And the thing is, she still wants to help him because it's like, it's crazy. Like, she still wants to help him. But it's like so much has happened that it's not a good time to speak. She still does care for him, and I'm seeing where she still wants to help him. It's like they still have a connection. It's just the fact that it's like I said, right person, wrong time type of shit. Like, you know how it's like they're soulmates, but it just wasn't the right time. The timing wasn't good for them. She was still dealing with Will, and the timing was not good. Yeah, she really didn't want to speak about this situation. She wants to move on from this relation. She really wants to just let this situation go. And she also feels as though she feel as though, why are you holding on to the situation? I thought this was dead. Like, she really thought this situation was over. They haven't spoke. And when he came out in public about this with this interview, it did caught her off guard. She was not expecting him to do an interview about their relationship. She thought the situation was over with and dead, and the fact that it caught her off guard that he spoke about the relationship between them, and she didn't really it's like she was just caught off guard, like, what the hell? Why are you speaking about something? I thought this was done. I thought this was over. We haven't spoken in this amount of time. Why are you still, like, why are you doing an interview about this? I thought this was over with. It's like she was caught off guard about this. She didn't know that he was still holding on to the situation, the relationship with them. But Jada have to understand that he was very vulnerable when she came to him. He was in a vulnerable state, and she was the light to his darkness. So it's hard for him to get over the situation emotionally, even though physically he's trying to move on, but he's still attached to her. And it's like she wasn't really feeling. She didn't like that he came out publicly about this situation. She didn't like that one bit. She just feels as though if he felt some type of way, he could have contacted her and they could have had their conversation one-on-one. She didn't really want this coming out publicly. Yeah, she didn't want this coming out at all publicly. She feels as though this could ruin. I'm seeing where she thought that this would. She feels as though this ruin the outlook on her marriage with Will. She don't want people to get the wrong impression of her and Will marriage. She don't want people to think otherwise about their marriage. Like, she didn't want that out there. Like, she didn't want. It's basically, how can I say it? She feel as though August gave the wrong impression about the her and Will marriage and of her. She didn't like that one bit. She feel as though he was out of control. He was out of order for that. And then she also feel as though he lied about some things. Like, she's lying about this. Like, I'm seeing where she feels as though August was not being truthful about their relationship. It's like, I didn't lead you on. I didn't do this to you. I didn't do that. I didn't lead you on. I told you what it was from jump. And she regrets. Maybe she's sitting there thinking, like, maybe I didn't interpret everything correctly. And she does regret, she does regret the situation between them. When I say regret, she regrets how things ended or how things went. She wished she kept him as a friend and things she wished things never went the way they went between them. She wished she just would have kept him at a friend level, and that was it. It's like a situation that just went out of control, and she feels as though he shouldn't have spoken about this publicly, even though this has ended a long time ago. She didn't expect him to have a whole interview about their relationship, and she didn't like that, not one bit. She cares about him still, but she just didn't appreciate him coming out about their relationship. Let's see how Will Smith feels. How does Will Smith feel in regards to August and Jada relationship? How does Will Smith feel? Give me this card. He's trying to keep the peace. He's trying to stay calm about the situation. He feels as though he's trying to be careful with what he say publicly about the relationship. He's going to keep to himself. He's not going to say too much about the relationship. He's going to keep his wording minimum. He's going to keep his words at a minimum. He's not going to say too much that, like, he's not going to say too much. I'm also seeing where he came in to help August as well. I am seeing that. I'm also seeing where he didn't expect him and expect Jada and August to have a relationship. It's something that caught him off guard. He wasn't expecting the relationship to happen between them. He didn't even know about the relationship at first. He just thought they were friends. He didn't know they was having a sexual relationship until later on. And I'm also seeing where he didn't find out through Jada. He found out through other sources or other people around him that were friends with them. And also Jada and August looks like they had a conversation together. They had a conversation where, like, when he found out about the relationship between Jada and August, they had a conversation to sit down. And when him and Jada wanted to work things out, they sat down with August to let him know what it was and what it's not going to be. So it's like Will did sat down and have a conversation with him, but it was never a conversation about, oh, you can have my wife or you got my blessing, how August said. It looks like, from what I'm seeing, Will sat down with him and told him what it's not going to be. It's like, that's why the relationship ended between him and Jada. August and Jada ended because Will came in between that, like, no, you're not going to be effing my wife. Sorry. Me and her working this out. We're going to work this thing out here. This is not it. And Jada agreed. It was never, I'm not seeing where Will gave him a blessing to be with his wife. It was never that. That's definitely not true. So I am seeing that was not true. Yeah, that was definitely not true. He did want to help August. I am seeing where he did want to help August and get him some help with him being sick. I'm also seeing where they was also giving August money. He looked at August as a friend as well. So when he found out about the relationship between Jada and him, it did caught him by surprise, and it did hurt his feelings a little bit. I am seeing that. But he couldn't get too upset because him and Jada was separated at the time, I believe. Yeah, him and Jada was actually together helping August financially. And he was effing his wife. So Will really felt some type of way about that. Like, he really thought August was his friend at one point. Wow, that's crazy. And they did have to sit down together and talk about this relationship. And that's where Will came in like, no, this is what it is. He never gave August his blessing. I'm not seeing where Will gave August his blessing at all. It's like Will sat down and told him, like, look, bro, this is not what it's going to be. This ends today. Not on my watch, motherfucker. That's what I'm seeing. Like, Will was not down with that. I'm seeing that was definitely a lie. Alright, let's see. How did Will Smith found out about their dealings? How did Will Smith found out about August and Jada relationship? How did he find out? He found out through other people. I am seeing at least 3 people he found out through. One of them being a male. Like a friend or somebody, associate, somebody close to them told him about the relationship. Like, yo, you know those two dealing? And I'm hearing it's someone in their inner circle. Like, one of his friend's wife told him, and Will Smith's friend told him, like, you know, Will Smith is friends with this man, and the wife must have found out about the dealings and told Will Smith's homeboy, who is his wife. How can I say this? Okay, whoever this male is here, his wife. This is Will Smith's friend. This man's wife or girlfriend at the time told him about the relationships with August and Jada, and this man is cool with Will. So he told Will about what his wife told him, and that's how Will found out about it. He didn't, At first, Will didn't believe that. At first, he was hoping it not to be true, but came to find out it was true about them dealing. I am seeing that happen here. So that's how Will found out about the dealings there. Again, if you hear background noise, please ignore it, please. Let's see. Let's see. What will be the outcome of Jada and August's relationship? What will be the final outcome? They won't speak again. I don't see it. I feel as though I'm seeing where there's hopes from August's end to rekindle this relationship and to move on, but I don't see where it's gonna move anywhere. I just feel as though they're just gonna, after these interviews they do, like when Jada comes to do the red table talk, and after August's interview, I feel as though they're gonna speak their piece and they're just gonna leave it at that. And I'm seeing where they're not gonna really, it's not going to be a reconciliation between these two. I don't see a reconciliation here. I'm seeing where so much has already happened between this relationship. It has already been so much chaos, so much trauma that was caused by this relationship. It's like there's nothing really to reconcile. I'm seeing where they're not going to reconcile. I'm seeing where both of them feel betrayed. Both of them are hurt by their loss of this relationship and the friendship. I'm seeing mainly the friendship that Jada feels lost behind. She really missed the friendship of August, and it was hopes of this working out, but I don't see where these two are going to reconcile. I'm seeing where August wants to reconcile with her and try to move on and try to get the relationship back where it was, or the friendship, but I don't see where it's going to work out. And Jada, she misses the friendship, but I don't see where they're going to reconcile at all. Let's see, what is to come towards August? What is to come towards August Alsina? I'm seeing where he feels as though Jada is lying about a lot of things. I'm seeing where he feels as though Will and Jada, well, it's not really Will. He feels as though Jada is lying about a lot of things and not really telling the whole truth. So I won't be surprised if he come out again saying something else, but his focus is on healing and moving on. He's trying to heal and overcome a lot of obstacles that he's suffered in his life. He's still trying to release a lot of trauma he went through. He's still trying to get well from this sickness. I'm seeing he also is trying to overcome a lot of hurt, a lot of trauma, a lot of pain he has already been through. He's trying to release a lot. He's trying to better himself. He's also getting back to his money. I'm seeing he's going to be releasing a lot of projects, so you may see a lot of things new coming from him up in these upcoming months. It's like he's planning a lot of things. He's trying to get back on his feet. He's trying to come out better. He's trying to work on himself. He's, like I said, he feels as though like not August, but Jada is not telling the whole truth. And if he does come out with saying something else, I won't be surprised, but it looks like he's going to let this situation go and try to move on and avoid it a little bit. I don't see where he wishes her any bad. He just needed to get that off his chest. I'm seeing where he wanted to get holding this secret off his chest. He wanted to come out and release this situation that has been bothering him for a long period of time. He wanted to come out and release that. So I don't feel as though he wanted to come out to be petty or anything. I'm seeing where he wanted to come out and release this pain, release this relationship, because this has been on his mental for a long period of time. I'm seeing for 2 years this has been on his mental. He wanted to break out of this. He wanted to release all of this. He wanted to get, in order for him to heal, he had to release that secret he's been holding for the last couple of years. I'm seeing this has been bothering him for 2 years. Even though him and Jada been dealing for way longer than 2 years, because I saw 3 years ago he wanted to get her pregnant, but within the last 2 years he wanted to get this off his, like, he's been holding this in for a while, and he wanted to, the point of the interview was to release it, and he wanted to heal. He wanted everyone to see his truth. He wanted everyone to see what he went through. He wanted everyone to feel his pain. That's was his purpose of the interview. It was never to hurt Jada or to hurt Will. seeing where he's going to move on from this. I don't think he's going to come out again, but if he do, I won't be surprised. But I am seeing where he's going to move on from this. He's going to move past it, even though he feels as though Jada is not going to tell the whole truth and going to make him out to be a liar. But I don't see where he wanted to, you know, hurt her and Will in any way. He will be coming out with more music, more things he's doing. Like, he's coming back out. Like, he's making plans to release a lot of things he's been working on. And I feel like he's going to get a lot of support in regards to this situation with Jada. And I'm also seeing he's going to get a lot of support with his music and whatever he got coming out, his upcoming music or any upcoming things he's releasing. I am seeing he's going to get a lot of support with that, and he's focusing on healing himself and just releasing a lot of trauma he has kept within him. And it's more than just this relationship he's been holding on. He had a lot of a lot of trauma he's been holding on from his past, like childhood trauma, losing his brother. A lot he has been holding on to. He's been going through a lot over these couple of years, being sick. He's just trying to better himself. So it's like his focus is on just getting better and releasing what no longer serves him. And one of them being this relationship, he wanted to come out and release that from him. In order to heal, he needed to speak about that situation, because that was one situation that really bothered him the most, because Jada was really someone he really do care about, and he still do deeply love her. So, what is coming towards Jada and Will? And that would be my last question. What is coming towards Jada and Will Smith? Give me 4 comments. They're still gonna work on their relationship, even though it's gonna take time for this relationship to get over a lot. It's like she still is trying to find herself. Jada is still trying to find herself. Will is still trying to it's like they're still trying to help each other grow. And I'm seeing where they're still going to try to they're going to keep overcoming things that's thrown their way. So these two are going to be together for a while. They're not separating anytime soon. They're still going to work on each other. I'm still seeing that they're going to be together for a while, and they're going to overcome whatever obstacle is thrown their way. What's going to really be my final question is, what was the reason why Jada even got with Will Smith? Let's see. That's my last question. What was the reason why Jada even got with Will Smith? Why Jada got with Will Smith? Not Will Smith. Why Jada got with August? Why did Jada got with August? That's my last question. Why did Jada got with August? She was lonely. She was going through a lot. She was hurt. It's like she went through so much. She was not mentally okay. She was emotionally not okay. And she's been looking for someone to be with. Like, she really found comfort in August. She found a lot of comfort in August. Like, she felt like August was someone she really needed at that time. And he brought her a lot of happiness and balance as well. Like, August brought her a lot of joy and peace when she was going through her dark time. I'm seeing she was going through a lot when she got with August as well. She was lonely. She's been going, like, her and Will relationship, she thought she was going through a divorce. She was hurting from that relationship with Will. She really thought they was separated. She really thought they was going to get a divorce, and that really was causing her a lot of pain herself, and she wasn't happy. And August really brought her peace and balance, and that relationship between her and August really brought her joy. But that's the reason why she started dealing with August, is because he brought her some type of peace. It was not something that was planned. I'm seeing this was something she really tried to avoid, but she couldn't help but connect to August. Like, these two had a connection, and they still have a connection where they feel as though they're soulmates. I am seeing where they do have a soulmate connection, and they do deeply love each other. I am seeing they deeply care about one another. Even though things has happened between them, they still have a deep connection there. And she couldn't avoid what she felt towards August, and August couldn't avoid what he felt towards her. And they acted on those feelings, even though they didn't want to, I'm seeing. But that's what I'm seeing for August and Jada. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Like this video, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. If you want to stay up to date with my next video, please turn on your notifications. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.